Yeah, this was a better angle. Ha! Welcome, Sassins! Okay, so I figure that a lot of people, regardless of me trying to get them away from the gym, still would like to go to the gym and work out in a more traditional manner. So I will go over my old routine that was very effective in terms of building muscle strength, well-rounded, balanced physique and strength and all the different areas, while at the same time looking good. The only reason I say that is because you know, as soon as you guys work out as long as I have probably, and you realize that, oh, you know, going to the gym, all of this doesn't really amount to much of anything. Wow, anybody who actually was going to watch this video for useful information to go to the gym probably might be demoralized or think I'm a jackass. So I apologize. I'll just get to the routine and I'll keep my opinions to myself. Ha. Okay, so before, a couple of years ago, when I was weightlifting, I would have a 5-day split. And at some point I may write this out in a more organized manner, because we all know that I ramble. So this would be not the most efficient or effective use of time. Or I'll make a video, it being more directed than this one. But for now, this may be a very long video because there's a lot that I used to do in a very sort of formulaic, yet not formulaic at all. Okay, let's just get into it. I apologize again. Okay, so it was a 5-day split. Okay? Day 1 was, I'll go over the basic days, then I'll go over why I did those days. Day 1 was chest and biceps. Day 2 was quads and calves. Day 3 was back and triceps. Day 4 was hamstring and calves. And day 5 was core, forearm, shoulder. And then throughout the 4 other days, I would do like a set of core, forearm, shoulder in these as well. Because those 3 body parts are said that you can exercise them every single day. And they won't you won't like super destroy them. So just don't do like 3 or 5 sets or workouts of these things a day, core, forearm, and shoulder. So for chest and biceps, the reason I do that instead of chest and triceps like some people do, or chest and back like some people do, is because when you are doing a chest exercise, you are actually using your triceps. When you are doing a back exercise, you are actually using your biceps. So if you did a superset, which is doing 2 exercises and alternating for 1 workout, if that makes sense. So if I would do a chest exercise and a bicep exercise, I would do, let's say, bench, curls, bench, curls, bench, curls, bench, curls for 4 sets. And that would be 1 mini workout on its own. Does that make sense? So the reason that I do chest, bicep, not chest, tricep, is because if I were to do chest and tricep, I would be using my tricep every time I'm exercising chest, even with a superset. Therefore, you would get less, or you do get less of an isolated exercise for your tricep, or for your arm muscles being tricep or bicep. The same thing goes for back. If you are doing pull-ups or lat pull-down or whatever, you are using your biceps. So if you were to do a bicep exercise immediately after that, they would be worn out in that bicep exercise, or a little bit more worn out, and that bicep exercise would not be as effective. Does that make sense? So yes. And the way that I would do it, a great go-to rep numbers would be 30, 20, 10, 20. And this is for arms, chest, back. This is for upper body, essentially. It would be a great one for lower body, but most people honestly don't have the stamina for lower body, and they just want to do super, super heavy, unless it's calves. I know I was similar. I was still okay with doing a medium range, maybe like 20 squats, 20 deadlifts. And so 30, 20, 10, 20 for, you know, bicep, tricep, chest, back, whenever I would do it. And I would do that number because to me it was a great balance. To me it was, you know, you start out with a lightish medium 30, and then a heavyish 20, and then a very heavy 10, and then a little less heavy 20 for the second set of 20. And that was an amazing balance to me. I had, you will gain a lot of stamina, a lot of muscular endurance, and if you think about it, for the most part, if you're doing anything that would require strength outside of the gym, this is my opinion, obviously, you're going to be doing it for a long period of time. You're not going to be doing like one and done. And for the most part, you're like, oh, I use pretty over-the-top examples, but oh, you know, an old lady is trapped under a car. I don't know how that happened, but she's trapped under a car. You're fucking, oopsies, you're freaking not going to be able to deadlift that car off of her anyway, unless you had a whole bunch of people, and in which case, you know, all that time you spent in the gym is just going to be conducive to that lift with everybody. It's not going to be essential, if that makes sense. So outside of the gym, more things involve stamina, such as, you know, running, climbing, all of this stuff, which doing in my opinion anyway, doing reps, higher reps with lower reps gives you a great balance of strength and muscular endurance. So, sets. 30, 20, 10, 20. That was my go-to, but I would not stick with that. I'm going over reps right now. And every week, I would change it. I would usually just change those numbers, so I would do 20, 10, 30, 20, and mix those numbers up as much as you can. My whole philosophy was muscle confusion and balance at the same time. So you don't ever want your muscles to be expecting to do the same thing every day or every week, every day in the cycle, if that makes sense. So I always changed up my reps as well and my exercises, but my exercises were more focused on a balance of strength, and I'll get into that really quickly. So your chest is not just a push forward muscle. Your back is not just a pull up muscle. Your bicep is not just a, you know, pull in this direction or that direction muscle. So every day, I'll use chest as a primary example. I would do I would find a balance while changing it, just like the reps, between a bench exercise, meaning, you know, your back is on a bench and you're pushing up for the most part. And a bench exercise could be incline, going at an obtuse angle in accordance to your body, or decline, going in an acute angle towards your body. So we're going by the arm length, or the angle of the arm. This is 180, you know, this is 90, you know, 30. Can you even see that? So acute, obtuse, incline, decline. And you can use incline, decline, flat being 90 for the most part, for anything that you want. You have to keep your mind open to, man, I get off topic and ramble, but it's still sort of semi on topic. You have to keep your mind open to the speed that you're doing the exercise, because you can do 10, let's say you can do 30 reps of just a weight, whatever you can do 30 of on the bench. And you do that really quickly, and that's how you get the 30 reps. If you slow it down, you will only, slow it down to where you only get able, or to where you can only pump out 10 reps. It will work out your muscles in a much different way. The same thing goes for angles. So, you know, obtuse, acute, and it's not just those angles, it's anything from here. And as I said, I'm still on chest. So your muscle can exercise from all of these different angles, all of these different angles for chest, and this is more of a fly motion as well, all of these different angles and motions. So speed, angles, different grips, everything. Your muscles are so entirely complex that it doesn't just come down to, you know, I bench a lot. That's all I'm going to do is bench, because you're not actually strong overall. You're just a strong bencher, which is essentially, in my opinion, meaningless. So I would alternate between a push or a bench exercise. It could also be dumbbells at any angle, and a fly exercise. And I would do 4 to 5 exercises, all supersets. So those 4 to 5 exercises, this is chest bicep, chest bicep, chest bicep, chest bicep, chest bicep. Most of the time 4 exercises. 5 could be overdoing it if you do 4 sets in all of those exercises. So the 5th one would either be chest bicep at the end, or a core forum shoulder exercise, if that makes sense. And so this would be push, incline, chest incline, fly, flat, chest decline, fly, flat, and then, you know, whatever, resistance bands or push-ups for the 5th one, if that makes sense. And then the next week, because I'm all about balance and muscle confusion at the same time, it would be chest or bench, flat, fly, incline, bench, flat, fly, decline, and then whatever other, you know, what the hell are those stabilizer muscles? Jesus, I had a brain fart there. Whatever other stabilizer muscle exercise I can find for chest. So you really want to switch it up, because there's so many possibilities. Don't ever keep it the same. Well, again, my fitness philosophy and what I used to do, don't ever keep it the same every week. So always change up reps. Always change up reps. Always change up what exercises you do. Change up the speeds that you do them to get a different number of reps, and change up the angles. That is what I would always do. Now, what this does not help with is, you know, please don't ever become, you know, gym bro brat also, who just cares about aesthetics and your bench and your squat. To me, those are meaningless. I think I have a pretty good argument as to why those are meaningless, but the downside to working out how I exercise is, again, I have or had an overall weightlifting strength. Now, you will not specialize in anything this way, meaning that your bench isn't going to be the strongest in the room, your squat may not be the strongest in the room. So those are the downsides, I can say. And always start out slow. What I would always do if I had to take a month off because of travel or work or whatever, or a week, is I would come back, do light, full body, maybe 1 or 2 sets per body part, and that's it. I wouldn't overdo myself. You really just need to activate your muscles. Second day back, I would do light to medium, like light medium, full body, or not full body, upper body. Third day back, light to medium, lower body. Fourth day back, back on routine, but medium. You have to understand that what is your hurry? If you have the gym membership, you should not, like, it shouldn't be, I want to look this way tomorrow, because that will never happen. You should take your time, because you only have one body. So do everything the right way. I was an idiot back in the day, so I do have some, like, I have a shoulder thing. My shoulder's fine, it's great, but it's, you know, sometimes I do notice that it just doesn't, I don't know how to put it. It's fine, it's a healthy shoulder, especially doing resistance band training, which I highly recommend now. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So if you have any questions about this video, which I think, Jesus, it's a long video, let me know. I'm pretty sure I skipped over a few things. It was probably very confusing. But that is the gist of it, I believe. So, you know, you don't have to go to the gym and do all that nonsensical bullcrap if you just do the video game fitness program, which you can customize and specialize to your needs, which, if you want to be more flexible, stretch instead of exercise during the video game fitness program. If you want to get better at handstands, do a lot of handstands during the video game fitness program, but in many different ways, so you build a more varied and balanced strength with your shoulders. Anyway, I guess at this point I'm just going to say never stop playing video games. And I really appreciate the questions, even though nobody really asked about this, but I feel like a bunch of people are wondering what my history is in that regard. And never stop playing video games.